Well, hey, good morning, everybody. Sure are a lot cooler this morning. I hope you are too. You're always cooler. You're always cooler. I know. Okay. So let's see what's going on. This is morning message for you for July 30. All right, July 30. Wow. Let's see where we go here. Messages for those watching, please. If you're interested in the astrology class, it is growing. So if you want to jump in, we are going to cut off registration a few hours before the class. So the class starts at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. The astrology class, we're looking at the basics of your astrology chart. So you are going to be given some tools so you can look at your astrology chart and go, this is how this works. This is what I'm seeing here. Okay? We are going to talk a little bit about twin flame in that relationship to another person. So if you have another person you wanting to look at, you could bring a synastry chart or you can bring the two charts. Either way, but it helps to look at a synastry chart, and for that you'll need their information. Composite chart is the chart of the relationship. So the synastry chart is the two people's charts laid over top of each other. That's what you want to see, okay? So the astrology class is happening Thursday night, July 30th. That would be tonight. All right. So that would be tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So I got to give Colleen some time to get everything together. So probably by 2 o'clock this afternoon Eastern Time. If you're seeing this after that, the registration is likely closed. Okay. Okay. All right. If you're looking for the monthly individual zodiac readings, those are over on Patreon. They will be uploaded on the weekend. If you go over there before then, you'll be able to see July's and previous. Any stuff I've done previously, you'll see all that. Okay? All right, so let's see where we go. For you, all those links are in the description box below, by the way. Patreon and for the class. And here we go. Breaking trail. Passion and pleasure. A breakthrough is at hand. Rejuvenating rain. Clear the past and heal the present. Wow. So I'm really getting a strong hit on twin flame connection. We're going to talk a lot about that tomorrow night and what it is and what it isn't. Or tonight, sorry. What it is and what it isn't. This feels like a brand new breakthrough with someone who is a very important soulmate to you. In Leo time period. Passion and pleasure. It's going to be fun. You see how they're like dancing? It's the full moon. Full moon coming up soon. Haven't really talked about that yet. I will. A breakthrough is at hand, and it's going to be refreshing to you to have a breakthrough with this person. Okay? So for some of you, this may be a breakthrough in your own spiritual union inside. So something that you're learning about yourself, something that you're understanding about yourself is going to bring in new information so that you go, oh, okay, that's why. All right, now I understand myself a little bit better. Okay? The cool part about this is you're going to have some fun. All right, we always talk about relationships, we talk about learning and growing and all that stuff, but there's fun. Yay! Because we're in Leo time period, right? Leo is, fun. Hey, it's true. Leo's fun. All right, let's see where we go here. There's fun and joy and mirth and happiness and laughter. And this is a breakthrough. Okay, so 6 of Pentacles underneath. More balanced giving and taking in this relationship than many you might have experienced in the past. So Knight of Pentacles, that's Virgo energy. 8 of Swords, King of Cups. This person may not have seen you before, but now they understand themselves better. What I just said to you about you understanding yourself better, this person is understanding themselves better. For some reason, let's see where we go here. Ace of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. So they understand why they left you out in the past here. I'm seeing you as this Queen of Wands. This person doesn't have a good handle on their feelings. They don't want to look at their feelings. They just work. That's all they do. They just work. Okay? And the truth is that they did leave you out in the cold. They did abdicate abdicate. I'm getting that word, abdicate. Abdicate the throne? No. Abdicate the relationship. Justice, Ace of Cups. Another ace. So this person is now going to balance things by making a new offer. Okay? So there's going to be some truth coming your way that you always suspected. All right? So the breakthrough is at hand. There's a breakthrough in this connection. And it's really the truth about leaving the other person out in the cold. I feel like this person didn't want to see their feelings for you. They didn't want to face them. All right, so instead, they just turned around and worked. Okay, their coping mechanism is their work. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. I see Virgo here. I see Libra. Virgo, Libra, Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This person is channeling the energy of Virgo in that they're just focused on their day-to-day. It's like wax on, wax off. Don't get too high, don't get too low. Even Steven, even keel, not paying attention to feelings. They don't trust feelings. This person thinks, let me just make that distinction here for you. I know some of you, I've said this before. Feelings are trustworthy. Emotions, on the other hand, are the reaction from feelings. So if you don't trust your feelings, your reactions are weird because you don't know what to do with that. It's just this feeling. You can't try identifying your feelings just for one day. Okay? Stop whenever. You can put it on your phone a little bit, like every 2 hours or something like that. Just stop and be like, what am I feeling? Just try it for a day. If you are somebody who understands your feelings, what it feels like to feel fear, what it feels like to feel joy, what it feels like to feel love, and you stop and identify it, then you have good emotional literacy, or, well, feeling literacy, but emotional literacy. Emotions are the action that come from the feeling. So imagine if you had a screwed up upbringing and love equals pain, love equals abandonment, love equals yuckiness, sadness, right? And so when you feel those things, that's when you think you're feeling love for somebody, because that's what was told to you, that's what was modeled to you as a child. So and that's not true. Love doesn't hurt, okay? So when you don't have any understanding of what your true feelings are, or how you feel your feelings, or being able to label them and be like, oh yeah, because that's why, and this is a very sexist thing to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's why women are more emotionally literate than men, usually, okay? Usually, in a percentage-wise kind of thing like that. Women have a wider range. So men, and this can be, let's say, the masculine energy. The masculine energy can identify happy, sad, angry, hungry, horny, right? Like those things. Female energy, or the feminine energy, has 27 words for sad. It's like the Eskimos with, 100 words for snow. It's because they experience it all the time. So they have a larger vocabulary for that experience. So hey, there's plenty of men out there who are really good at this. They've developed the feminine energy of themselves. They have taken time to do the work. They understand themselves. Plenty of women who are happy, sad, angry, I pick things up, I put them down. Like plenty of women, right? So this is, it's a sexist thing to say, but it's kind of like the feminine energy is what I'm talking about, the masculine energy. And the masculine energy here is not seeing or understanding feelings because they think they're feelings. That's someone who thinks they're feelings. So, and this is another thing to say, but one of the experiences, and this is not to say this person is a narcissist or toxic in any way, shape, or form, but one of the things I've noticed in my own experience with toxic or narcissistic people, or people who are out of touch with their core, with their value, with their capabilities, with their and in a majorly wide spectrum, right? On all ends of the spectrum, can be so out of touch that they think their feelings. Like, oh, this is what it looks like. Well, this is especially narcissistic people. They see what other people do for sadness, for happiness, for love, for whatever, and they model that behavior. But internally, if they haven't connected with themselves, they think their feelings. So if you really have an experience of, I just can't connect to this person, but they seem to be fairly emotionally literate. They exhibit all the correct behavior, but on a feeling level, you're like, there's just no there. I can't really get my arms around that. I can't understand, right? It's because they're thinking their feelings. So it's making you move into a thinking place of like, I'm trying to understand it, right? But feelings are feelings. Like when it flows between two people, there's no, you don't need a lot of thinking around it. And when you do that, you start to have vocabulary. This is where songs and poetry and all kinds of music come from. There's a vast vocabulary as it relates to love. And if you don't experience it, you don't have a lot of words for it. That goes for anything, right? That's why when people are very limited in what they eat for food, they don't have a lot of experience with a wide variety of tastes or not recipes, but like they don't have a lot of experience with different kinds of food. It's maybe not cultural. It's maybe a kid thing. They never were introduced to any adult foods, and so they can have very limited vocabulary. So when you are interacting with someone, pay attention to their vocabulary. If they have a very limited vocabulary about things, it generally means that they haven't really experienced much, or they don't go deep with anything. They don't want to get to experience, like really, you can read about it. You can hear other people talking about it. And so that maybe expands your vocabulary a little bit. But vocabulary comes from feeling. Okay? So this person here doesn't have a lot of experience with feeling. Doesn't mean they're a narcissist at all. It just means they don't have the vocabulary. They haven't had a lot of experience with really deep connection. Otherwise, they would be able to write songs and poetry and, right? Robin Williams in Dead Poet Society, right? Law, medicine, all noble pursuits. But why do we do this? Why is there language? Why? To woo women. That's what he says in that speech. That's what we live for. So when you bury your head in your work like this person did, or does, or is, or doing, or now, or maybe in the past they've done this, and this could be you, this could be the other person, what happens is they are impoverished emotionally. Okay? Impoverished. And so they cut people off. They don't want to go there. It's very scary, very foreign territory to them. So you are like, I'm not feeling any flow from this person. So I feel left out in the cold by this person. So I'm going to cover up my heart. Okay. So now what's happening here? Libra, Ace of Cups. Wow. Things are getting balanced because they're starting to understand. You're starting to understand. That's what the breakthrough is. You're starting to understand this concept that in order to be in love, the experience and the vocabulary of love have had to be there in a healthy way. That's why healing is so important. So if, as a child, love wasn't there in a healthy way, you're going to have to fix that as a grown-up. You're going to have to make a new neural path for yourself about, oh, this feeling is love. This feeling is not. Okay? So that's what's going to have to happen here. And in order to do love here with this person, there's going to need to be some things learned, some new things learned on both sides, right? On this justice, the balancing of the two. So I'm going to look, I see Libra and Virgo. I'm going to look at fire signs and water signs here. So I'm going to continue on and see where we go with this. Very interesting about emotional literacy here, and about this person recognizing that truth. Okay? All right, so I'm going to keep going. If you want to continue on with me, please do. If you belong to Patreon, you see these videos every day, the extended videos every day. And hello, welcome to Patreon. Okay, link is below for you. If you want to go to Vimeo and see them one at a time, that's up to you. All right, see you over there.